Hey, I'm 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 feeling a little bit depressed.
You are?
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
I don't care.
That's Facebook, according to Francis Haugen. Francis Haugen, a former, Facebook employee, a former Facebook product manager who worked in the civic integrity unit. She had some interesting and unsurprising, in my opinion, but I mean, I'll let you be the judge. Surprising revelations about Facebook in Sunday's 60 Minutes. Hagen was behind the tests/studies and internal documents showing that Facebook knew of the harmful effects caused by its platforms. Facebook, for example, some of these harmful effects include number one, the algorithm of Facebook, or any, Facebook. When I say Facebook, it's Facebook, Instagram, all Facebook's platforms. The algorithm is set to show things to make the users angry. Number two, Facebook only identifies a tiny fraction of hate and misinformation on the platform. And number three, 13.5% of teen girls say Instagram makes thoughts of suicide worse, and 17% say it makes their eating disorders worse. And she also accused Facebook of fueling the Capitol riot earlier this year. Hagen also mentioned that her intent of releasing the information, wasn't to have people delete Facebook, which I don't know if you noticed, but hashtag delete Facebook is trending since this interview was released. But that wasn't her intention. Her intention was, to spark a change and change Facebook. And to give some background on Haugen, she has worked for Google, she's worked for Yelp, and Pinterest, and she's stated that she's been, I've seen a bunch of social networks, and it was substantially worse at Facebook than what I have seen before. She also co-founded Secret Agent Cupid in 2010, which is a dating site, which later became Hinge, which is I think it's a popular dating app or a site. But late 2018, a Facebook recruiter contacted Haugen about a potential job. According to the journal, she told the company about her experience losing a friend to conspiracy theories, and said that she wanted to work on stopping, the spread of misinformation. In June of 2019, she officially joined Facebook, and in April of this year, 2021, she resigned from Facebook. Before she even left in April of this year, she took a slight detour where she moved from California to Puerto Rico to to work remotely for Facebook. But little did Facebook know that's when she began gathering documents about Facebook's history about using the platform for the negative things that she just mentioned in the beginning. But she's been gathering documents on Facebook's system called the Workplace, which are documents that include studies on misinformation, tracking and harmful content. These are all documents/studies that she released. Hagen was also fearful that she needed protection, or she was also fearful that she was going to be caught by Facebook, but she was reportedly able to get all the info, all the documents, all the tests that she needed before her access was taken away on her last day. Hagen has also sought federal whistleblower protection, with the Securities and Exchange Commission in case Facebook tries to come after her. Which, I mean, it's safe to say that they probably will, huh?
Yeah, probably.
And by the way, this isn't Facebook's first scandal. What do you remember the last scandal being?
Definitely remember like something back in senior year of high school. So 2018, that I don't know, that it was something like with the, and it was like
Yeah, something analytical.
and no, it was something to do with the election or something.
Yeah, and it was that wasn't that surprisingly that wasn't even the first scandal. That was just one of the biggest ones. I mean, back in 2018, you mentioned approximately 87 million users data was leaked. So they definitely have a history about this, or around this type of stuff. But since this interview, since this 60 minutes interview, Haugen, that she stated, Facebook hasn't responded to it. But less than 24 hours later, all of Facebook's platforms are down. Did you try going on Instagram today?
Yeah, all of those are down. Instagram, WhatsApp,
Every single thing, every single one. I heard Messenger is up, but then I also heard it was down. So I don't know about Messenger. But Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, all Facebook platforms are down. Do you think it has to do with this information, or do you think it's just a coincidence?
When did this come out? Yesterday.
This came out yesterday.
So it's pretty ironic that it's pretty. I don't know. It's a little weird that this happens a day after. So I don't know.
So based on the information that Haugen has released, are you surprised with this information, or is it did you kind of expect like this was their game plan, or this was the way that they operate?
No, I remember hearing something about this, like where they intentionally try to make the users mad. So,
and I mean, negativity sells. So I mean that in my opinion, I don't think that's anything new. But I mean, in terms of someone of their own coming out, I guess that's new, because no one that worked for Facebook or any social media has came out and said anything like she has about her former employer. But was her points obvious, you think, or did you learn something new?
I think it was pretty obvious what they're what big tech is trying to do.
And what's your personal opinion on the social media causing you heard the stat about the teen girls suicide, that they mentioned they feel more suicidal after Instagram,
because they live in a fake world and they compare their lives with other lives, and it's not real. So
even, what was that movie that came out, or documentary last year, The Social Dilemma?
Social Dilemma, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that literally covered that statistic of people trying to live in a alternate reality or different dimension with the social media. But I mean, to get back to this, Haugen is set to testify before Congress tomorrow. So Tuesday. Hopefully nothing prison break like happens to her before Tuesday. Do you think some attempts are gonna be made on her life?
Someone Clinton like?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? So we'll see. We wish her the best. I mean, that's a true American hero right there. Thank you guys for watching once again. Follow us on Dualsighted down below. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Psych, not Facebook. We are done with Facebook, but Instagram, we are testing it out. So still follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and comment down below your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.